You always hear that you should pay off that credit card, and that may be a great rule of thumb for many people, but the Fox 5 I-Team's Dana Fowle has an advanced lesson about juggling some debt for those of you who happen to manage your cards wisely. I'm all ears, Dana. Good morning.
It's not really a 101 class. This is more advanced, a little bit more of a 201. It's about managing credit card debt in order to raise your credit score. So here it goes. We're talking about this phrase, credit utilization score. That number is worth about 30% of your credit score, so you're going to want to know what it is. So what does credit utilization score actually mean? Well, it's your balance to limit ratio on that credit card. Let's explain how this works. Let's say you have a credit card with a $3,000 limit and you have $1,800 in charges on it. Your credit utilization ratio is 60%. The credit bureaus want to see that cut in half. They want your credit to debt ratio down to 30%, which means $900 is as much as you would want on that card. Otherwise, it starts to look like you can't manage your debt very well. So this is important if you need to lift your credit score sooner rather than later. Let's say you're working toward a loan. You want to get a car. You might think getting your credit card balances down to zero quickly is your best solution. Not necessarily. Let's say you have 3 credit cards and they all have debt. Well, it's best to whittle them all down to 30% first before paying any one of them off completely, and then you work your way down to zero balances. Now, if you do happen to like to pay that card off each month, here's a tip for getting credit for using your credit card wisely. Find out when your credit card provider reports each month your balance to the credit reporting agencies, and then what you do is pay your bill right after that. They prefer to see at least a small balance over a zero balance. Elise?
Okay, but more of this goes into your credit score, right?
Yeah.
More than just this.
There are quite a few things. 30% is a bit, though, but to keep that score buoyed, you also need to pay your bills on time. The length of credit history goes into account. Keep one of those cards for a really long time. Don't open, close, open, close. Keep that one for 15 years, whether you use it or not. And don't apply for those store credit cards for discounts every time you're offered one, because every new request will ding, at least temporarily, your score. So if you're looking to get some credit or a loan or something like that soon, don't do that.
And they always ask.
Of course they
and
do.
It's so tempting, like, yeah, we'd love
deal.
to get 33%
I mean,
off.
sometimes they're a really good deal.
True, but sometimes they're not. So
Right.
something to keep in mind. I like this credit card 201, you called it.
Yeah,
Very
it's
cool.
for taking it up a notch.
Got it. Dana, thank you so much. We appreciate it. It's time